Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to configure log shipping. So in this video, I am not going to configure log shipping between two different servers. So as it is a simple setup, I am just to configure log shipping between two instances in a local environment. See, this is SQL Server Management Studio, and this is one instance, and this one is another instance. Okay, see, in the first instance, SQL1 instance, there are three databases. So I am going to configure log shipping for this database. Okay, so before we are configuring log shipping, so check the uh, version of SQL Server. See here 15.0.2095.3. So 15 means which is a SQL Server 2019, and here also you can see this is another instance. Here also the version will be 15.0 means it will be a SQL Server 2019, and also you can check the recovery model of database. Right click on database, click on properties, and check the option. See here, as it is in simple recovery model, it will not support the log shipping. So in order to configure log shipping, we change the recovery model either full or bulk logged. So I am choosing full recovery model. Click OK. Now the database is in full recovery model. Once again, I am checking the recovery model. See, now the database is in full recovery model. Okay. Now, so if you want to initialize the database from SQL1 instance to SQL3 instance, you can initialize. That is your wish. So here I'm not initializing the database. So I think you know what is initialization of database means. Initializing database means taking the backup of database in the primary server, and which is restored with no recovery or standby mode in secondary server, right? So that is known as a initialization of database. So I'm not initializing here. Without initialization of database, I'm going to configure log shipping between these two instances. So let's go to demo. So right click on database, click on properties, and there will be option transaction log shipping, and there will be one more way to configure log shipping. Click on database, right click on database, click on tasks. See, there will be ship transaction logs. So this is also another way. So this is the wizard. Okay. Here you can see enable this as a primary database in a log shipping configuration. So enable this one and click on backup settings. See here network path to backup folder. See here we should mention the backup folder path. Suppose this backup folder contains maybe contain in primary server, or maybe contain in a different server. Okay, if backup folder contain in different server, you just mention the network path of that backup folder. If backup folder present in your primary server, you should mention uh, network path of that backup folder, including local path of that backup folder. Okay, so now I'm going to create one folder. So go to File Explorer. So this PC, Windows C. So I am creating a new folder, shipping backups. Okay, so successfully I created one folder, and see here nothing is there, and come again back, right click on the backup folder, properties. Now we have to share this folder. Click on share option, share. So I am giving permission to everyone. Click on add. So giving read write permissions, share, done. Now this one is shared. Okay, properties, and now you can copy this path, Control C, and mention it here. So Control V. See, this is the one, and you should mention local path of this backup folder also. So there you go. Okay, Windows C, Control C. Okay, Control V. Okay, delete files older than 72 hours. Alert if no backups occurs within 1 hour. So this is the backup job name, and I'm going with the default server settings. I'm not going to change any settings. Okay. See, I'm not seeing this one. Taskbar settings. Okay. Taskbar behaviors. Taskbar automatically hide the taskbar. Okay. Now go here. Okay. If everything is done under the backup settings, then click OK. See here. Next, we can add secondary server instance. Add. Click on connect. SQL3 is my secondary server in secondary instance. Click on connect. So it is connected automatically. So secondary database, I can keep it as same. So initialize the secondary database. So now we are under the tab initialize secondary database. Yes, generate a full backup of primary database and restore it into the secondary database. Okay. So I can choose, I can go with this option. Okay. Yes, this come to second option. Yes, restore an existing backup of primary database into the secondary database. If there is already backup existing related to this AdventureWorks database, then we can go with this option and mention the backup file also. If you already initialized the database, then you can choose no, the secondary database is initialized. Okay. Next, copy files. So to copy the files, we would like to create one more path, one more folder. So go here, this PC, Windows C, new folder, ping underscore copy, save it. So you just mention local path of this folder. Control C, close it, and mention the path here. Control V. So delete copied files older than delete copied files after 72 hours. Job name is ls copy. If you want to schedule, you can schedule, but I'm not changing anything here. So I'm going with the default settings. So restore transaction log. I'm going with no recovery mode. Means the database is not available in secondary server if we go with no recovery mode. If we choose standby mode, the secondary database should be accessible and we can perform read operations on the database if we choose standby mode. Okay, so these are the standard things. I'm not going to change anything. If you want to schedule this one, schedule it, but I'm not changing here. So then click OK. So use a monitor server instance. It is an optional one. So right now I'm not going to use any server to monitor this log shipping. Okay, if you want to script out the configuration, you can script. Okay, script configuration to new query editor window. It will be generated. Okay. Then if everything goes fine, it will be successful when I click OK. So just click OK. Okay, here we go. So the configuration of log shipping is successful between two instances in a local setup. So click close. Okay, click. Okay, we successfully configured log shipping between two instances. This is the primary instance. This is acts as a secondary instance. Okay, see here, this is the database. So adventure works. Right click on server properties. Okay, sorry. Right click on instance reports, standard reports. This, see here we go. Transaction log shipping status. Transaction log shipping status. So retrieving data. See, this is the transaction log shipping status regarding primary server. See, this is the thing. Okay, we can trace out the things using transaction log shipping status. Uh, so which will be available in both the servers, in primary server and secondary server. See, this is status is good. So the and there is a script generated to configure log shipping. So this is the script. Okay, in this way we can configure log shipping. Okay, let's go to Object Explorer. See, here the database, expand database, AdventureWorks is in restoring mode. It is not accessible. Okay, click OK. And if we go to SQL Server agent regarding primary instance or primary server, so I configured in a local setup between two instances. So I am calling this one as a primary instance. Okay, SQL jobs. What happening? So if you expand jobs, there are some jobs created regarding log shipping. So ls alert in primary instance, ls backup job underscore adventure works. Okay, so these are the jobs when we these are the jobs created when we create log shipping in primary server, ls alert job and ls backup job. When we go to secondary instance, so SQL Server agent, click on jobs. See, there are ls alert job, ls copy job, ls restore job. So these are the three jobs which are created in secondary instance. Okay, in this way we configure log shipping and we can trace the log shipping status with the transaction log shipping status, and we can trace out log shipping status using these jobs also and these jobs also. Okay, thanks for watching. See you in next video. Bye.